Patty from the studio. Hope everyone is doing well and enjoying their summer so far. I went to my favorite little church charity thrift store this week. They're closing down for the summer, which is sad, but good for the wallet. And since they're trying to move out inventory, everything was 50 off. And some things I just got for free because they're wonderful men and ladies who work there. So why don't you hang out with me for a few minutes and we'll take a look at my haul. Two brands that are always on my thrifting bucket list. I actually found both of them on this trip, so that is always kind of exciting. It's treasure hunting, and when you find something like that, it's just fun. And hopefully they will resell at a nice profit. So stay tuned and let's check out the haul. So here is my haul from my favorite little church thrift shop. And as I mentioned in the intro, they're closing up for the summer, so everything was 50 off. So I needed to help support them to, move some inventory. And there are two brands that are on my thrifting bucket list that I found on this trip, and I'll point them out when I get to them. First of all, we'll start with some smalls. These little scarab beads. They look like they're pendants. You can, thread a chain through that. I believe that's what they are. But I just thought they were really cool. And I love the color. And I picked up 5 of them. And they were 25 cents for all 5. I'm always looking for unusual crafting things. This other little was 25 cents. And it's a rock. But it says Norse animal, hand-painted, Ireland. So for $0.25, I thought, hey, why not? And if anything's under $1, it's full price, which makes perfect sense. So I thought that was interesting. Do some research on that. And I've done well with this item before. These are pottery, like red clay pottery plates from Greece. Souvenir pieces. So I picked up 3 of them. I've already sold probably 4 over the course of my thrifting, and they're just, I think, very pretty. They're more decorative, and each one of them is marked. So again, knowing the name of the pottery company, can do some more research, but they were just really vibrant, and I love pottery. So they're all by the same group. So at half off, I was able to get $6 for all 3. They had a few more, but I didn't like the patterns as much as on these plates. So, very pretty. Very vibrant. This little pottery vase, I believe is like an art studio or hobbyist piece, but I haven't looked at that mark closely enough. My eyes are getting old, so now I have to use a loupe or a magnifier and a flashlight. So I need to look and see if that's an actual pottery or it was just a hobbyist piece. But picked it up for $1, and I love the glaze and I love the colors. Very heavy, which usually means a good quality. But again, need some more research on that. A lot of international pieces today. This pretty little dish. At first I thought it might be an ashtray, but usually they have notches in them. But it's marked on the back. Again, another souvenir piece. St. Michael's House, Dublin. Celtic design from the Book of Kells. And I love, again, the glaze, the color. There's no chips or cracks. And I think this was $1. The sticker must have fallen off. These 2 items are the brands that are on my thrifting bucket list that I always hope to find. And today I found them both. This little chicken, rooster, I guess a chicken, is from Eldrith Pottery, 2001. It's a pottery company based in Pennsylvania. And this is a salt glaze. There's other companies that do a similar piece, type of glazing. but Eldrith is a popular brand, so I was very happy to find the little chicken. And keeping with the bird theme, also ironically, the second brand I always look for is Karak. Karak, they made bowls and trays out of Monterey, California. This one has its original sticker and it's branded, and all of their items are pretty much the same with this matte black finish, but the design is inlaid metal and wood. So I got this for $2. Karak of California, very, very collectible. There are some designs that are more desirable than others. This one is kind of middle of the road. But I actually had picked up a Karak tray. I was on vacation with my girlfriends several years ago. We went to an antique store just for fun. This was before I was doing any sort of reselling. And I found one of these trays and I just loved it. It had a old fishing village motif on it. And I picked it up years ago just because I liked it. And now I'm very happy that I found another piece in good condition that will sell pretty quickly. Then moving on to more contemporary, these two candle holders are Yankee Candle, but I love the design. So the woman, when I was checking out, said, oh, it's $4 for both. So she said, so if it's $4 for both, then it's $2. And I said, well, you know, they're both marked. And she was like, no, just take them both. So I did. And again, they're modern, Yankee Candle. Originally were $10. But I loved the graphic and the colors. I think these are going to do well. I don't know how old they are, but obviously they're not vintage. Then this strange little piece is a resin planter in the shape of denim shorts with a little bootay. And it's marked MJM, yes. And on the bottom, MJM Promotions with a Nassau County, New York telephone number. I don't know how old this is, but it was 50 cents, and I just thought it was weird enough to sell. It's fun. And there's actually ceramic ones I've seen online that go for a lot of money. This is more of a resin plastic, and it was in a mold, but I thought it was fun. So that's why that came home with me. Then one item that usually can bring decent money are branded liquor items. So this is Peroni, an Italian beer. Nice big pint glass, good condition. So this might get about $10, and I picked it up for $1. So if I can at least double my money after fees and shipping, that's usually my strategy. I love cats. This reminded me of the artist Laurel Birch. Again, this was $1, but it's made in Mexico. And it's kind of I don't know what the material is. It's like a ceramic, but not quite as delicate. But I love the colors, and cats are a thing. It's a very popular motif. And I do usually pretty well with Mexican pottery. So for $1, I said, yes, please. Let's see, in the artwork. This was $2.50, and it looks like reverse painted glass on almost a postcardy type of background. And the writing on the back was intriguing. A old cell. I don't know anything about it, but it was intriguing enough for me to pick it up for $2.50. So a little Googling, and we'll see. I hate to take off the paper, but we'll see. I thought that was different. I like different. And then in the needlework, needlepoint or embroidery, I do very well. These two pieces, I had actually found 3 other ones about a month ago, and they had 2 more from the same woman. And they're dimensional embroidery. The back on each of them is very damaged, but it's really just the paper. Looks like there's been some water damage, which I note in my description and my photos, but then it has the woman who stitched it in June of 1975. So provenance, or whatever you want to call it. Instead of just saying, I think it's vintage, now I can prove it's vintage. So there's an asparagus fern and a coleus. And again, damage on the back, but it has her name. And the 3 that I had picked up a while ago, I sold for $30. So I'm excited about that. Then this doggy, I couldn't resist. He was like buried in the back, and I saw his little bow, his or her bow sticking out, and I had to have it. This was $3, and it's kind of a long stitch crewel, and I'm not up on my dog breeds, so somebody help me with what breed dog this is. But again, there's no missing stitches, and I just love the long stitches, really give it some movement. And it's on linen that they stapled to a board. $4, I mean, is what I spent. But it's got some age to it, and again, completed embroidery is a thing. And I just thought that was adorable. And there's a lot of dog people out there. Then back on the cat theme, these were $2. I opened the box to make sure everything was still in there. But it are these plastic cats that you can use for your wine glasses. You know, I forget what they're called. Wine markers, or... oh yeah, right there. Duh, wine markers. Couldn't be any bigger. But again, people love cats. They're in their original box. I have no idea about age. But, for, you know, it's a little rip. But I'll note that. But for $2, I thought, easy to ship, lightweight, let me do it. And then the final item, again, I seem to have an animal theme today, but this beautiful black lacquer box with inlaid flowers and a bird, I want to say a hummingbird, and interesting hardware on it. And on the inside, it's got this silk padding in good condition. So this was $2. And that is everything I picked up. And I'm very happy when I find brands that I'm always looking for, like the Eldrith or the Karak. So I think I have some good items. My total spend was, I think, $20 altogether. I think the Karak will go fast. I think the Eldrith will go quickly. And I think I've done well with this type of pottery. So I think this may also go quickly. So that's it. Thank you for hanging out with me for a few minutes. Stay happy. Have a great summer. And if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment. Let me know. I appreciate it. Later from the studio. Bye, everyone.